Howdy.
We're back. What was that?
Yeah. Actually, it's howdy.
Mini Pearl?
No, I was going to have them guess who that was. No, this is what I'll say. For those of you who know who did that, he just gave you the answer. But what show was she on? Howdy.
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 Okay, moving on.
Yeah, now we're making people
That's annoying.
We had 50 people, and now we have
2. That was me, you, and Percy.
Howdy, Sail Away crew.
Man, we missed you.
We're back.
Tired.
At least for now.
I'm tired.
We're back. Okay, we'll tell you about that second, because we're going to start
first things first.
Our breakaway pros and cons.
Woo. Yeah.
Why'd you do that reaction?
I'm just gonna you know what? I have the right to remain silent. Anything I say can and will be used against me in a court of law.
I have a list of pros, and along the way, who knows, you might add to them.
Okay. You never know.
You never know.
I might.
Maybe he'll remember something. I mean, he's kind of giving it away because there were quite a few cons for us. So for those of you who might not be familiar or might be new to our channel, we are All Things Wagner.
I'm JJ.
We are Aunt Sherry.
My wife, Sherry.
And we love to cruise.
And that's Percy.
And travel. And this is Mr. Percy. And Mr. Murphy will probably start barking or scratching on something in a minute. And we just got off the Norwegian Breakaway. We are Royal Caribbean cruisers mainly. Our first 2 cruises ever in 2010.
11.
Was it 2011?
2011. Carnival.
First 2 were Carnival. 2011, 2012, and in 2013 we cruised Norwegian.
Okay. Carnival ships were Conquest and Magic.
And then we went on Norwegian Jewel.
Jewel out of Nola.
Nowlands.
Okay.
And then since then, the next 15.
Oh, I can't keep up.
Have been on Royal. 15, 16, 17 have been on Royal. Yes, because we've been on 18 cruises. So we decided, hey, we've got a cruise channel. And some people, everybody don't go on Royal. Everybody don't go on Royal. So we decided to try Norwegian again because we liked Norwegian when we did it in 2013.
Right.
We weren't crazy about New Orleans, and we're still not crazy about porting out of New Orleans.
Nice people.
But yes.
Nice people, just don't like the port.
Yes. Z Show Cruise Fun in the house. He has been for a while. He joined us a little early. Hey, Z.
Hey, Z. Thank you.
Z also has a cruise channel, and he does lives more than once a week. He does lives. So y'all go
check him out.
Yeah. PA Conrail. Robert Sod. I forgot, Robert, how to pronounce your last name. Robert says, going on the breakaway in 14 days.
Countdown.
Did everyone that had the free at sea drink package get free waters in their room? We do not know, Robert.
We did
not get the perks except for dining.
One device Wi-Fi.
We did do the dining. I think you have to. Oh, you get like certain minutes of Wi-Fi, but we didn't. So this is what we did. We booked through our travel agent, whom we love. We will link her info below after the live.
She's not a sponsor, so we're giving you an honest opinion.
We just love her. But and we did not want to spend the extra on the packages because we don't drink alcohol. And we just want to buy a couple of specialty dining, maybe. We don't care. So we included 2 specialty dining restaurants, and then we bought the 1 device Wi-Fi, unlimited Wi-Fi on our own. I don't know if unlimited water, Robert, was in the.
I don't know.
In the cabins. It should be, though. If you had the unlimited drink package, like I would think that you could just call your room steward or someone and get some water in your room, because water's part of the drink package. So that's what that sounds like to me, but I don't know specifically. Brian Mullen in the house.
Hello, Brian.
Hey, we were on right after you. Oh, on the vlogger cruise. Was that totally crazy? Unfortunately, we were pretty disappointed with the breakaway. We were too far.
Tell us why.
Yeah, we were too
Tell us why.
Cindy says hello from Killeen, Alabama. We have a Killeen, Texas also.
Yes, we do.
Cindy, yeah.
Roll Tide.
Jennifer is saying hi to Robert. She said we were on the breakaway for the vloggers cruise, and got the free water. There you go. Jennifer already answered the question for you, Robert. Thank you for that, Jennifer.
Good follow-up.
Can't say, but wanted to say, can't stay. Oh, I'm sorry, but wanted to say hi from up here in Canada. You guys rock.
Is that Roberto?
Love your videos. Going on the Oasis in 21 days. Oasis class.
You will love her.
Go, Roberto. Yes, you will. Yes, Lane Wolf in the house. He said he'd be here in our Facebook group. If you're not in our Facebook group, it's called All Things Wagner Sail Away Cruise.
Sail Away Cruise.
Sail Away Cruise. So come join us. We talk all things cruising, every cruise line. Any questions?
And we hold back no punches.
James says, hi, guys. Watching live from the Cayman Islands.
All right.
How rough on you, James.
Wait a minute. How rough.
Oh, I hope you're having a good time. Did you guys do the wonder? Yes, James, we have a full vlog series. We did her 5th week sailing. So we were on her right when she was a new gal, and we loved it. We loved that ship. So yeah, go watch our vlog series. It was great. Brian. Okay. So Brian's already starting it out. The service in the MDR was really slow. We had to stop the server and ask to order, then had to stop the server and ask for drinks, and then had to stop the server and ask for the dessert menu. Oh, Brian. Well, let's get started with we're going to start with pros.
Our reviews.
We're going to start with pros on our NCL Breakaway because unfortunately, oh no, there's like 7 or 8. There's several cons. So, and Brian has already started us out with that. Let's get to Sarah. Welcome home. So excited to hear what you have to say about your trip. Thank you. So curious about what you are going to be doing and the change in your life. We're going to do the cruise because, most people are here to talk about cruise. So if people want to leave, when we start talking about life, they can leave.
Stay tuned.
Yes. So we're going to talk cruising first. Yeah. Brian says, and each time he seemed put off, the rest of the cruise, it was slow too, but at least the server seemed okay. Yeah. So let's talk about some pros. Thank you, Brian.
We'll come back to the cons.
We shared those cons, which we'll hit in a second. So the first pro that we listed is the food. We thought compared to Royal, which it's just natural, you're just naturally going to compare to the cruise line that you love or that you're used to, at least that you're used to the most. And that's what we just subconsciously, I tried not to, but that's what we just subconsciously kept doing.
That's the barometer.
Yeah. And this one ended up in favor of Norwegian. All the food, in our opinion, was better than Royal. All the food, buffet, specialty.
Yep.
The specialty on Royal is really good. I have to say.
It's very good.
Yeah. We don't do it every cruise. So
we don't.
It's hard to say that the specialty on Norwegian, on Breakaway, we did Le Bistro, which you'll see in the upcoming vlogs. We already have our embarkation vlog up, and I will link that below. Day 2 is coming tomorrow, posting tomorrow. And that was a sea day. So, and we did eat on vlog day 2, we did eat at Le Bistro. So we ate at Le Bistro and what was the other one? Oh, the Cagney's.
Cagney Steakhouse.
Yes, Cagney Steakhouse. So we did do 2 specialty dinings on Breakaway. Excuse me. And I thought they were amazing. But again, as compared to Royal's specialty dining, they're about equal.
As good, maybe a little better.
Yeah. Yeah. Le Bistro was amazing, but it's French food, and Royal doesn't have, a French ship.
Right.
A French.
They don't have French ship either.
They may not have a French ship.
We had some friendships there, but
they don't have a French restaurant. So it's kind of unfair. You're not really comparing apples to apples, but all the food in the MDR was better. All the food in the buffet. Seriously, the buffet is what.
Again, that's our opinion.
Yeah, that's what we know. All of these are our opinions. Yeah. So I guess we could have started with that disclaimer. But the buffet is what we noticed right away because unfortunately Royal's food has not come back up in quality after the restart.
Or it hadn't at the time of our Explorer cruise.
Yes, and that was in October.
So
right. Maybe it has now. We're hoping it will eventually. I know they've instituted a new menu. Royal, that is, has instituted a new menu in the MDR, and also some, like restrictions, like they're going to charge for a second lobster and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, but we were happy with Breakaway's food. We were happy in every venue. I will say, and not the pizza. The pizza at Sorrento's on Royal Caribbean
Hard
was
to beat.
better
Hard to beat.
than the buffet pizza on Breakaway.
Hard to beat.
That's the only food that I noticed that really, but that's all Sorrento's does. I mean, it's like a specialty pizza restaurant on Royal. So the MDR specialty service, the word I used in my notes was outstanding on Breakaway.
Yeah.
We had great service. Now, Robert, I do know it was Brian. I do know what you're talking about because the first night we were in the MDR, we were a little bit in a hurry to go see a show, and we kind of did the same thing. We were like, where is he? Where is he? So I don't know if they're just trying to give people that relaxed specialty dining, fancy restaurant, relaxed and nowhere to be because, we're special. I don't know. Or if they're just understaffed.
B.
I would go with B because as you'll hear on the cons list, there are many other reasons we think they're understaffed. So I think it's probably that they don't have enough staff in the MDR. And so they're working more tables than they usually are, which isn't fair to them and is not fair to the passengers,
to the
obviously,
consumer.
Brian. So we did experience that, but the food was amazing in the MDR. And after that, I don't remember it being slow after that in the MDR. Do you?
No.
And I will say that we told him we had to make a show.
He snapped to it.
He was like Johnny on the spot after that. So maybe every time you go in there, you just need to say, oh, we have somewhere to be at this time, and they'll move you through. I'm not sure. The next thing that we loved on Breakaway was that the card room and library has an ocean view, people. An ocean view in the card room. The first sea day, which was day 2 of the cruise, the weather was still rough and chilly. So people weren't out by the pool. So we ended up, as you'll see from the vlog that goes up tomorrow afternoon, we ended up in the card room playing games because it was a little chilly outside and the hot tubs were full.
Don't let anything, don't
let
it out.
No, don't let it out.
No.
It's a surprise of what happened in the card room. The drama.
Don't let it out.
The drama.
Just moving right along.
That happened in the card room.
Moving right along.
I'm not going to tell.
See? Okay.
But it has an ocean view and it was beautiful. Royal Caribbean, again, we're comparing because that's what we do. The card room and library on every ship that we've been on, that we've noticed where it is in the middle of the ship.
Overlooking the promenade.
Yeah. So it's inside. It's like you could be in a hotel for all you know.
Sure.
You would never know you were at sea.
Right.
So I appreciated that Breakaway put the card room and library to have an ocean view. I thought it was wonderful.
It's a nice change.
Speaking of ocean view, do not miss. I did not get there until day 6 or 7. Deck 8 has the walk around, and it's an ocean view walk around. I don't know what it's actually called. It's kind of like a track, but it's not like for exercisers.
Right.
Goodness. And it is beautiful. You can talk when I'm drinking.
I can. It was beautiful.
You can fill in the blank.
Yeah. Dead air is not a good thing.
Fill in the dead air.
Yeah. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, do not miss it and go there like second day 2.
And that's coming out on the video, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it won't be till like the day 7 vlog because I didn't discover it until day 7.
Well,
so get out there and find it. Deck 8.
Yeah,
Deck 8. It is beautiful, and it walks outside.
You mean it?
It walks you.
The deck walks.
It allows you to walk all the way around.
It enables you to walk
all the way around outside the restaurants
on
Deck 8, and then all the way around to the end of the ship.
It goes all like all the way around.
If y'all don't know what around means, all the way around to the end of the ship. Okay, and it was beautiful, and it's got this awesome seating area. So go find the ocean view walk around on deck 8.
Yeah,
that is wonderful.
We even found a real comfortably cushioned couch.
I mean, like cushioned couch and coffee tables. If you want to meet someone, if you want to do anything, if you need to do a little video, if you
just want to decompress and sip coffee or drink a drink,
your Starbucks and sit out there and watch the ocean view. It is beautiful.
Yep.
And yes, Royal Caribbean does have the aft view, with the chairs sitting around there, and they do have deck. It's usually deck 4. because it's usually the deck below the promenade where you can sit out.
Right.
That's pretty, but
Right.
it's not cushion couches.
Right.
I have to say.
Right.
Royal Caribbean ain't got no cushion couches
Yeah,
on
I
their
mean,
Ocean View Walk.
it's like a home zone at sea.
Well, some people in other parts of the country don't know what Home Zone is, JJ. What's Home Zone?
It's a furniture store.
And the reason we were there,
Don't let the cat out of the bag.
you'll find out at the end of the cruise, at the end of the video. You will find out at the end of the video. Wow, we were at a furniture store. Okay. So the next pro, we're still on pros. Look at that. We are, I don't know how far into the video, and we're still on pros.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
Well,
He's looking down to see what it is.
I guess it's good.
Yes, it is. We're still on pros.
Okay.
Entertainment on board. We went to see the show that's called Six, which is a musical. Should I tell them what it's about? I don't know.
No.
Yes, you can look it up.
No, don't tell them.
You can look it up.
You can look it up. Don't tell them.
Yes, I'll tell them because it might be a little confusing. You might need to look it up. It's about Henry VIII's 6 wives. And it is funny. It is emotional. It is amazing acting and singing. Amazing singing.
More than that, it was entertaining.
Awesome choreography. It's just everything. So if you think, oh, I'm not much of a history buff, I don't think I want to talk about Henry VIII.
The vocals were incredible.
Yes. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah. And then the other one was Burn the Floor. And it's a dance show. Wow. Just like it sounds. Burn the floor. Wow. It was okay. So this is what I mean by that. The entertainers were the best I've ever seen on 17 prior cruises. And Royal Caribbean has good entertainers. I have never been disappointed. I've never been like, really? Where'd they find those people? Like I've never thought that on any of our Royal Caribbean cruises. And I was blown away by the entertainers on Norwegian. Now, these are obviously 2 very specific shows. 6 is on Broadway right now. It's playing on Broadway right now. And it's the same choreographer and something that the Broadway show uses. Yeah,
because my thespian brother confirmed that.
Yes, that it is showing on Broadway right now.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, that maybe that they auditioned specifically taking people away from who would normally be working on Broadway, and now they're on the ship because it's I don't know. But the dancers too on Burn the Floor were amazing. We're all amazing. So entertainment, excellent. There's a con when it comes to entertainment, and I'll just give you a little preview. Get to the theater early.
Ooh.
Get to the theater early. Okay. So
yeah, and 10 minutes is not early.
No, like 20 or longer.
10 minutes is not early.
20 or longer. Yes. So the last pro that we have is that I took note of was that a disembarkation date, so debarkation day, 45 minutes from cabin to airport bus. 45 minutes from when we left our cabin, drug our luggage because we carry disembarkation.
Self-disembarkation.
We carry our own luggage out. And so
on the mule.
From the moment we left our cabin to sitting down on the bus that took us to the airport, which was $20 a person.
And how about that bus?
Was that $20 a person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luxurious.
It was a really good deal. It was cheaper than probably what Uber would have been.
Luxurious.
We didn't realize it was there. Our friends who went with us, Ken, who's the husband of the 2, saw it when he was disembarking. And then all of a sudden we're disembarking a little behind him, and we see him standing there, and he's like, "You want to take a bus to the airport?" And we were like, "Yeah, we were just going to call an Uber."
Yep.
So the terminal was a little bit of like semi-organized chaos, but it was at least semi-organized.
Semi-organized chaos.
It has to be.
You mean like maybe
like
slightly controlled chaos?
Where do we go? What?
Yeah.
They had people kind of saying,
confusing.
"No, stay over here if you're doing this, and go over here." However, it was still 45 minutes.
It was confusing
from cabin to bus. So, it had to have a little organization to it, but it felt like chaos at the time.
Yeah.
And then I realized we moved pretty quickly.
They didn't have a traffic control plan.
They did not. So let's look at some comments before we start our cons list. Let's see where we were.
Where did you leave off?
James is asking, was your video posted with the Wonder of the Seas? I'm excited to see it. Love watching you guys. Yes, James. Oh. If you'll go to our channel list, I have playlists, and there's a Wonder of the Seas playlist. So you can just go straight to all the Wonder of the Seas vlogs and watch them all.
And by the way, that's a great name.
JJ is James Joseph.
Wagner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious K. When you cruise, do you keep your passports in the room safe and carry copies in port? What are your suggestions? We keep them in the safe the whole time.
Locked up.
Actually, curious. Yeah. We just do. We've never had a problem in port with needing them. We don't even carry copies. I do, though, think it's smart. And some people carry them. We've never had a problem losing anything else in our bag.
Carrying copies is very smart.
Yeah. So, or even carrying your actual passport itself in your bag. We've never lost anything else in our bag. So
No.
I don't feel like, but it just kind of freaks us out. If you lose your passport, it's a, huge pain in the tuchus.
Especially, if something happens and you're trying to get home.
Yeah. So at least a copy. I think you're right. I think that's probably wise. Mark the Shark.
What's up, Mark?
Harmony of the Seas.
Man, every time. I love this guy. He just goes from ship to ship. I love it.
You need a YouTube channel, Mark.
Yeah.
Seriously, like you cruise all the time. I love it. Let us know how Harmony is. Jennifer, deck 8, the waterfront. Thank you, Jennifer.
There you are.
Jennifer knows more. She's probably been on Norwegian.
She's
educating.
She's educating.
She's educating.
She's educating me.
She's educating everybody. Oh, Brent, 6 was absolutely great, wasn't it? It was amazing.
Man.
Yeah.
See.
Yep. They were incredible dancers and singers. It really was amazing. Jennifer, I had a delay.
I think I even laughed and cried both there, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
You cried during 6.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't believe everything you hear from this woman.
Well, one of the songs was like slow and emotional. It was pretty nice. Jennifer, she had a delay disembarking, had a credit, and they refunded it in cash. Wow, that's unheard of.
I've never heard of that.
Wow, that's pretty.
Cash is king. Yeah.
Pretty good customer service, Jennifer. I mean, I would have to say so. Okay, so I think we're caught up.
If we missed you, shout out again.
Yeah, cons. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, this has nothing to do with Norwegian. However,
it doesn't.
The New Orleans terminal, the Nolans.
Y'all excuse me. I gotta let my son out.
I don't know why. He's already gone.
Carry my baby boy.
He's already gone potty. He just wants to play, and he's probably gonna start barking. So
my boy's bored. Excuse me.
The joy of dog having pets. So the New Orleans terminal, y'all, is again, this is not Norwegian's fault, but just a warning. And we said in our embarkation blog, if you want to go watch it, we kind of describe what the issue is. Our Uber dropped us off at where you drop your bags off, and it's just in the middle of the street. It looks like, it's just in the middle of the street. It's not like near the terminal, a curb or anything like that, like we've experienced everywhere else. We'll just say in every port in Florida we've been out of, and in Galveston, it's all like right at the curb of the port, the terminal. And New Orleans is not. It's like across the street. So you dump your bags off with the porters, okay? And someone obviously has to like show you where those are. If we hadn't had an Uber driver who knew where to drop us, we wouldn't have known where to drop our bags. So we drop them there, and then you literally walk across a 3-way intersection. You're just walking across, and a railroad track in a 3-way direction intersection. Granted, the intersection is all going to a one-way street, but it was just crazy. It was just like, are we supposed to just walk across the street? Like we're in the middle of the street and across a railroad track, and what? It was very confusing. If you port out of New Orleans all the time, I guess that's just normal. You drop your bags over there and then you walk across the street. The door to the terminal is right over there.
But if you're a foreigner from Texas,
it was very confusing. Again, not Norwegian's fault.
Right.
So
exactly.
Yeah. So the first complaint.
We haven't even got the first one yet.
No, I did get the first one. It's just about the terminal.
Okay.
In-person muster, folks. Norwegian's doing it again.
I bet they're all going to end up doing it.
Well, that's what the assistant manager of hospitality, when we wanted to discuss another issue with her, which we'll tell you about, I asked her, what's the deal with in-person muster? I mean, like the e-muster was working fine. The e-muster
was wonderful.
Working fine.
Yeah.
Not according to her. She said they had what percentage? Like 58%.
58% or something.
It was a crazy high percentage of people who didn't watch the video.
Well, that they had to track down, and they couldn't leave until
Yeah, they can't leave port,
until
according
everybody.
to
It's federal law.
maritime law.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have to do the muster. This is what I told her. Y'all, I am not in any form of maritime profession. I don't have a degree in it. I'm not in like nothing related to this. And this is what I told her. You know what y'all can do? And I'm just pulling this off the top of my head, assistant manager. You could like stop people at the door. Look at him. He's like, she's getting into it. You could stop people at the door before they get on the ship, send them to another area and say, go watch your video. We're done. Everyone who gets on the ship has already had to watch their e-muster video. We're done. You don't get on the ship. You don't even get on the ship until you've watched the video. That's how you fix it, Miss Assistant Manager. And we're done. We continue to do e-muster.
Wait a minute. So you're suggesting they hold me hostage on the open deck?
No, in a separate room in the terminal.
Well,
before
so you're going to
you
have
get
somebody
on the
escort
ship.
me there because I'm a maverick. I'm not going to listen to what you tell me.
You don't even get out of the holding room, and you can see the you can see the holding room on our embarkation video.
Okay.
There's a line, and somehow they're going to have to check you. They're going to have to check you to see if you've done your video. That's how we keep doing e-muster. No, but they didn't do that. They put everyone through live muster again. Oh, I just have an attitude about it, people. Can you see that?
I couldn't tell.
I'm being so subtle. Seriously. It was so irritating. And I was like, I'm all for
safety. I had
safety.
no idea that you had an attitude.
I'm all for safety.
Getting all up in it, getting up in the grill.
Following rules. If someone can explain to me the efficacy, the sensibility.
The what?
I know.
Efficacy?
That was a Scrabble.
That's a Scrabble word?
A Scrabble word.
Okay.
Of the rule. Or if we can do it an easy way. So that's my first big complaint. Norwegian doing in-person muster again. She told us everybody's going. All the cruise lines will eventually be. Maybe so. I don't know. But anyway, I haven't heard that anybody else is.
We beat that one to death.
Yeah. The traffic area in the buffet, it's called the Garden Cafe.
Yeah. The corridor is like this wide.
It's just too small, in our opinion.
I'm a big boy. I've got to have room.
It is just, and I thought initially that it was just embarkation day because everyone was in there at the same time trying to eat.
Ain't it.
I thought maybe that was the problem. It's not.
That's not it.
That's not. The walking area right next to the buffet is just too small.
And not only that, you have passengers trying to get their food, and you have staff trying to move carts and things
also
in and out.
Yep, all that going on in a very small space.
Like this big.
Too small. The next one is the elevators.
Oh, don't like the what?
This isn't a big one, and it didn't affect our. A lot of these didn't really affect our cruise. You're on a cruise.
They're
people.
just honest. They're just honest.
First
reviews.
world problems. You're on a cruise. You can enjoy yourself and have fun, and we did. So this is what cruisers do. We tell you what we liked and didn't like. So the elevators are extremely dark, and there's no signage. Again, we're comparing to Royal.
It's just depressing.
Right. It's very dark.
It's dark.
It doesn't feel fancy or, formal. It just feels like, why is it so dark in here?
It's like a dark room. You could develop film.
It was
dark.
And it almost ends up being kind of creepy. I don't know. Like Royal Caribbean has where you are,
the
like
marquee
it says deck 7, like Windjammer, deck 11. It'll tell you, where you are inside the elevator. So you're like, oh yeah, we wanted to go to, hit 6 for us or whatever.
Right.
It doesn't have any signage on the elevators. Not a big deal, but bothered us. One of the things that is a big deal.
Not customer service friendly.
One of the things that is a big deal and also did bother us is this freestyle dining idea.
Oh Lord.
No.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't work for us.
Doesn't work for us.
I don't want to have to go to the MDR and wait 30 plus minutes to eat dinner.
Standing in line.
Yeah. I want to, if everyone else wants to eat at that same time, I'm just out of luck. Like you got to go really early or really late to get seated immediately in the MDR. Again, on Royal, we're used to having a reservation. We go at 6 o'clock. We walk in and sit down at our table every night.
ABC 1, 2, 3.
Every night. We know we have dinner at 6. We walk straight in. We don't even have to stand in line. We walk straight in, sit down at our table.
And I get to enjoy my wife.
6 o'clock.
That's it.
So freestyle dining doesn't work for us. They try to market it or tout it as
a good thing.
You go eat whenever you want to eat.
Well, that's true.
No reservations needed. You just go with the flow.
It's true, but you might be in line 40 minutes.
Right. You can't eat whenever you want to eat. If it's when everyone else wants to eat, you have to stand there and wait until everyone else who wanted to eat is out.
It's a great example of creative marketing.
It's not for us.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, this was a little thing too. I think it was day 2 dinner in the buffet. They had prime rib. That's great. That's awesome. Prime rib in the buffet. They had one line, people.
The Garden Cafe. They had one line.
They got what, 4,000 people on this?
Yeah, I think some guy got stabbed in the kidney. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true.
Not really a joke. Joke. They got 4,000 people. On
you cut in line
on this lady, and they got one line.
One line
for the prime rib at the buffet. Can we talk? Like, that's just not right. I mean, seriously, the line was all the way out the buffet and down the deck. I'm not joking. It was out on the deck.
I ended up eating a salad
outside the buffet. He would have gotten prime rib because he eats prime rib, but yeah. Let's talk about the cabin. Okay, so we did a cabin tour in the embarkation video. So again, that'll be linked down below if you haven't seen it. And the cabin seemed smaller than the same category on Royal.
No. It didn't seem small.
It was.
It was small.
It was smaller. I don't know what the square footage is.
It was like, I figured the square footage. The difference was like 25 square feet.
Ooh, that's a lot for a small balcony on Royal.
Yeah, and there was no balcony on this ship.
Well, okay, that's the other thing. The first one is there are no drawers in the cabin. Okay, there is a stool that has some storage. There are some open up cabinets that have drawers, and then shelves. I'm sorry, that have shelves, and then there are shelves in the closet.
You forgot something.
What?
There are 2 big drawers.
I was
under
fixing
the couch.
to go there.
Yeah,
there are
but
2.
Good luck getting them open.
Large drawers under the couch,
and
one. Couldn't open them.
Well, one, you couldn't open them. Number 2, the one of the 2 full drawers was used for staff
bedding. You had like a comforter and some, whatever pillow cases in it, whatever. So it was already full.
Yeah.
I guess we could have pulled it out and said, "We're using this drawer, dude. Like, you find somewhere else for your bedding." I don't know, but it was so hard. We've seriously like smashed our fingers twice trying to get the drawers open because the weight of the couch was sitting on them. So
I had a hard time figuring out how to store all 4 of your suitcases of clothing.
Hey, now we carried 3 total, and one of them has snorkel gear in it. So give me a break.
You have gotten much better.
The closet was so close to the sofa.
You see that?
It seriously was maybe a foot.
See that? No.
You think there was a foot?
No.
Between there was probably a foot.
A half a foot.
Is that about a foot?
That's over a foot. It's about 6 inches.
No, it was in inches because I could fit in there, but the sofa was touching my calves, and the clothes in the closet were like right here in front of me.
Yeah.
So it is a very, very small space between the sofa and the closet. Now, the one side of the closet that has the shelves and the safe, there is no sofa behind you. But the other side that has your hanging clothes, the sofa's right behind you.
Yeah,
so
they could have shortened up the sofa.
They need to. That would fix a lot of problems in the room.
They could shorten up the sofa by a foot and still have a love seat and provide enough room to get in and out of the closet.
Sofa just needs to be
they want to be able to use that as a trundle bed and charge somebody else for staying in the room.
For staying in the room, I guess so.
That's
it's sleeping, yeah. The hangers in the closet were those hangers that
had the little notch.
Yes, clip onto the notch.
The little BB.
Oh my gosh. They are a pain and in my notes, I use the A word, people. They are a pain in the apostrophe. They are a pain.
Apostrophe. Does that start with an A?
No, actually, it's just a 3-letter word. A pain in the, they totally are. And I just did not like the hangers. And plus, you're stuck in between the sofa and the closet, and then you can't get something.
And she's on a time
hanger.
schedule trying to get to dinner or a show.
Oh my goodness.
It got interesting.
It was not good. Okay. Water pressure in the cabin. Ours may have just been our cabin.
It was our vanity.
Other people who were on there may have been, because the shower was fine.
Shower was fine. The vanity was no.
Shower water pressure was fine. The sink, wow. I just had to splash and splash and splash and splash.
If you can brush your teeth with one drop of water on your toothbrush, you're good.
Right. Which, like wastes water. It wastes water, because if I had full water pressure, then it would take 2 splashes instead of 8. I don't know.
We're spoiled.
I know. Wi-Fi. You want to talk about the Wi-Fi, JJ? Well, I'll look at comments. You want to talk about the Wi-Fi?
Save your money.
Seriously.
Save your money. If we didn't need it for the channel, it was horrible. It was in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out.
And the first day on our embarkation day video, you can hear us talking about the fact that when his phone went to sleep, I mean, what kind of timer do you have on your cell phone that it goes to sleep?
Right.
If you're not on it, when his phone went to sleep, then he was off internet.
Disconnected.
Had to log back
Disconnected.
in.
And
It was bad.
And the internet manager reported for duty at his desk at 9 a.m. in the morning. So if you're an early riser like me, no service until he arrives, and then you got to stand in line to get help. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was not good.
Save your money.
Oh, let's see.
Back up to where we left off.
Yes. Yes, Brian saying the mustard was horrible, wasn't it? It was just awful, Brian. I just hate in-person mustard. Cruising scene is in the house. Spare says, fabulous suggestion. No watch, no ship, LOL.
There you go.
Diane, yes, Diane in the house. She old school, all things Wagner. When we sailed last year on Breakaway, they ushered us to our e-muster station right as soon as we stepped on the ship. Right, Diane?
There you
go.
And
as far as I know, that's what Royal still does. I mean,
Yep.
Again, we haven't cruised with Royal since October, but they were still doing the e-muster in October
Correct.
on Explorer. So, that's what they've all been doing. I think as long as everyone watches their video, or they
Right.
have a way of seeing who's watched the e-muster video or not, then we can keep doing e-muster forever.
Right.
But if they don't want to do that, then we can't do it.
Cruising scene. Yes.
Yeah,
it's
cruising
freestyle.
says, was it all free? Yeah, no set
Yeah,
times. It was not good.
Not good.
Grant, hey, Grant says, no, I'd pass on NCL. Yeah, all other things equal. Pretty much. Yeah, Brian says, we never had set time. It was all freestyle. It's just not for us. Some people may love it.
Some people love it.
And someone asked on one of the Norwegian Facebook groups I'm in, she said, oh, would you recommend maybe while the women are getting ready that the men go ahead and get on the list? I was like, absolutely. They were traveling with a group. So that worked for them.
That worked for them.
They had several guys
Sure.
in the group and several women. So yes, guys, it takes y'all 10 seconds to get ready.
It takes me an hour to get this pretty.
Not even. So the 15 minutes your husband's ready in, he can go and get on the list. And then when the women are ready, they can just walk into the dining room. That might work. Yep. Beverly heading off to church. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Bev.
Yeah. Grant said earlier, he said, I'd pass on Norwegian. Yeah. Just for the muster drill alone. I know. Jen's life. Jen says, first time cruiser leaving in April on Adventure of the Seas. Can you give us one tip for a first time cruise? Oh, just one?
One tip?
Oh, Jen. I'd say, oh man. I'd say have a checklist. Quite frankly, that's kind of for all travel, but I'd say if you don't have a checklist, you're going to forget something really important, like passports or prescription meds. Everything else,
we have a checklist.
We do. Everything else you can buy on the ship or import, your passports and your prescription meds. I mean, it depends on what the prescription is. You might could get a few pills from the med bay, but
be prepared to pay for them.
Yeah, it depends on what it is, and you're going to go broke paying for them. So I would just say have your travel checklist.
Where do we have our checklist posted?
It's on our cruise tips and tricks document, which I haven't publicized yet because I've always, it's always been for free. I don't really know how to post it. But if you're in cruise groups that I'm in, Jen's Life, I posted on there just for free for people to get it. It's like a 5-page document because I have all kind of tips and tricks for Royal.
Is it posted on our Sail Away Crew Facebook page?
I don't think so. In fact, I need to do that.
We need to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that, Jen.
There we go. You can check it out, Jen.
Yeah, Jen, we have a Facebook group called All Things Wagner Sail Away Crew. So I will post
it on there, so
I'll
you can
post
find
it in
it
there, and you can find it.
There you go.
Or you can just, you can make your own checklist once you've cruised. I mean, your first time now, but I think that's probably the most important thing because there are certain things that you don't want to forget. Again, most other things you can buy, but if you have like a special dress, if you have special toys or things for your children. You don't want to forget those. So checklists are important.
She could use ours as a template.
Absolutely.
And build from that.
Brian, it seems so odd to have the closet at the end by the couch, and the balcony was so small. That's the other thing, Brian, and we're not done with our cons list yet. But I did want to check comments. Yeah, the balcony was like not really a balcony. It was kind of non-existent. Lane, the e-muster should be tied with your boarding pass. As soon as you complete everything, your boarding pass will start working. There you go. There you go, Lane. So you don't buy any booze. That's a great idea. You don't buy any booze. You don't buy anything.
That's a great idea.
You don't buy a t-shirt, mainly booze though.
Lane just solved the whole problem.
He did.
That's it.
Yeah, that's even better than the little separate room that I said, Lane. You're right. That's it. Your card until you do the movie, until you do the video.
We're not going to hold we're not going to hold you hostage physically, but we're going to hold your booze
because
until you get
Lane
done.
knows exactly what happens too.
Yeah, of course.
People get on board, they start drinking and
they lose track of everything.
They don't give a crud about an e-muster. What are you talking about, e-muster? What are they asking me to do? They're asking me to mooster?
An e-what? A what?
Oh. That's what happens. Yeah. And that's why we can't.
Yeah.
That's why we can't have nice things. Like an e-muster. It's because
that's funny.
It's because people get drunk. Jim, 2 weeks till wife and I sail on Wonder. Oh, your first cruise. Jim, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be spoiled now from an Oasis class and a brand new ship.
Jim's going to get a t-shirt that says Oasis class or nothing.
Or nothing. You're going to be like a cruise diva now, Jim, after going on the Wonder.
Hey, more power to you.
You will not want to sail any other
more power
kind or brand or anything.
I get it.
She is a wonderful ship, and y'all will have
no pun intended. Wonderful ship.
Amazing time. Oh, that's like in April, I guess. No, when is that? March? What's today? Today is February. Yeah, you got 2 weeks. Woohoo! Yes, Brian, I'm with JJ. It seemed like it was the couch, the room between the sofa and the closet. It was awful.
It was torture for me to get in there, man.
$5. Grant says $5 onboard spending credit for completing muster within half an hour check-in.
That's another good idea.
That's another incentive, Grant, because $5 it'll buy.
It won't buy anything.
Half a drink.
It'll buy half a tube of toothpaste.
They would have to make it like $13 because that's what drinks cost, 13 to 15.
No, they don't have to.
Most
I don't have
cost.
to. Your C-Pass card's not going to work until you do muster.
Lane got it right. You can't even drink.
Yeah, but I understand Grant's methodology.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Sarah, was the room under the bed for suitcases? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. We fit all three of our, two of them are the largest suitcases you can buy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all are seeing us frozen or not.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oops. I was getting a call. So let's see. There. We should be.
Y'all excuse me. I'll call my sister-in-law.
If we weren't good, we are now. There you go. Sorry. I got a call from my sister coming in. JJ will go call her. So yes, Sarah, plenty of storage under the bed. 2 of our bags are full size, like the largest bags you can buy on the market, and everything fit under the bed. So Brian says yes, he was answering her question too. Brian said, but we had 3 suitcases, so one was always Brian, we fit 3 of ours. There's this, I'm not trying to sound dumb. There's, both sides of the bed. We had to go around to like by the balcony and fit the other one in, but we were able to get all 3 of ours. Oh, wait. I was trying to remember if we brought our stacking suitcases. I think one of our suitcases went in the other one. That may have been how we got all 3 under there, Brian. That may have been the way we did that. Yeah. So Brian says we had the exact same problem with the Wi-Fi. Seriously, so irritating. It would disconnect anytime the phone went to sleep, and we had to manually reconnect. Exactly what happened with us. Now, that being said, the internet was good. I agree when it was working. I agree. We just got one device and we would switch back and forth, and it was fine when I was on there, when it was working. It was good, whether it was the cabin or, so we were out on deck or wherever we were, because in some ships, including Royal, sometimes it's not as good in the cabin. I will say that. But when this Wi-Fi was on, it was good. It was working. It was fine when it was working. Diane, freestyle dining was easy when it was fully staffed and half capacity. Yeah, imagine that. I know. We so miss half capacity, Diane. Oh, we got so spoiled, didn't we? We did. One-time tip, watch. Oh, Sarah, you're so sweet. Thank you. One-time tip, watch your videos. Yeah, because Jen, we have videos on everything, like how to save money, packing tip, like all kind of things. My gear, I think my gear, cruise gear essentials is like one of our best videos. It was done around COVID, so I've already done a new one, but I haven't been able to edit and get it up yet. So it's coming. Excuse me. Jen says, member of the group, love it. Thanks for the great info. You're welcome. And I will put that checklist and tips and everything on there. I don't think I've put that up there yet, so I'll get that up there. My tip for first-time cruisers, Diane says, is go with the flow. That's for sure. That's for sure. Grant says you can gamble with the $5 he mentioned earlier. Seriously. HRH the Queen. Hello from Oklahoma. Wonder the season, March. Was it crowded on the Wonder during your cruise? I love your channel. Thank you, HRH the Queen. Yes, it was. I'm not sure. We were back to full capacity. So, but those Oasis class ships, the Queen, if you've never been on one, they're so large that you just don't feel like there's 6,000 passengers on board because they're so large.
You don't feel cramped.
Yeah. That's one of the cons we had listed is it just doesn't feel cramped because the ship is so big.
And you have so many venues and so much space.
Yeah. So, you'll have a blast. Okay. So cons, continuing with cons. I did not like the fact that there was no 24/7 dessert snack shop. Like, sorry, comparing again, Cafe Promenade, is open 24/7. And at any time I could go get.
What does that say about us?
A cookie or
what does it say?
I know.
We love Sorrento's pizza and we want snacks 24/7. Okay.
The problem is that O'Sheehan's, which is a Irish pub and bar,
it's open
is
24/7.
So we should have listed that on the pros. That they have snacks and everything 24/7.
Yep.
They don't have desserts.
Nope.
Their desserts are not 24/7. So what if I just want a cookie? I just want a muffin. I just want a scone. I just want a donut. That's all I want. I don't want fried fish. I don't want chicken wings. There's not a 24/7 snack bar. So.
They did have a very good burger. And their fish and chips was good.
Yes. Oh, the food was The food was amazing.
So anyway,
every
we're
venue.
still on cons, yes?
Yes. We had our room cleaned, people. One time.
This hurts me.
One time in 4 days.
This hurts me.
Okay. Twice in 4.5 days. So by the morning of the 5th day, he had come in there for a second time. We had to call for towels. He told us, our room steward, that there were now 23 on our deck, which was deck 10. There were now 23 cabins to one crew member on our deck, that they had let 14 crew members go on this deck. Now, when we talked to the assistant manager about one cleaning in 4 days and having to call for towels, we don't mind one cleaning every day. And they're down to that. I think all the cruise lines are going to this. I think Royal's already gone to it. Like a hotel, you get one cleaning a day. We're okay with that.
I'm not.
But can I have my one?
I'm not okay with that.
Yes, you are.
I want to take my nap and I want to come back and see my roommate.
Well, then you can ask them to do it in the evening. That's your one cleaning.
And I want my bed turned down and I want my warm cookie on my pillow. No, I'm just kidding.
Talk about a diva. We're okay with one day cleaning, but at least give me my one
At
time.
least give me the one time.
At least give me the one time.
And
So
clean towels.
when we were talking to the assistant GM of hospitality, she gave the exact opposite story. No, she said that's just not true.
No, that's not true.
We're not short. We have 1,600
We
crew.
have full staff on board.
Anyone here has been on Breakaway who thinks they were fully staffed with crew?
Raise your hand.
It's not going to happen.
Wait, look, see, there's nobody raising
It's
their hand.
not going to happen. This was not. They were not fully booked. So we just really felt she was just fibbing to us.
Can I tell them what I said?
She's just fibbing.
No, I can't.
What'd you say?
I called what? No.
BS. Mm-hmm. Called the BS flag on that one. Yep.
I threw it.
Yep. Our balcony door and railing and floor were soaking wet every morning all the way through day 4.
Well, that's because of the position of the cabin on the ship. We were forward.
And it was covered in dried salt.
Because
think.
Okay.
Well, did we talk about this? I think it's also because, as Brian was talking about, the balcony is so narrow in depth.
It all comes into play, but when you are on a forward balcony and they're cruising at night at full speed, the water blows up in the air and it comes onto the balcony.
I have never, though, in 15 maybe now, Royal Caribbean cruises, had this happen on a Royal Caribbean
We haven't
balcony.
been that far forward.
I'm sure we have. Of course we have.
No.
I think we have.
And our balconies were larger.
Right. I think
I'm
the
saying
reason.
there's more to it than just the balcony.
We have had on Royal a little salt,
Sure.
a little wet on the top of the railing, but never onto the floor, and never just like soaked with salt and wet I think it's because it's just so it's hardly a balcony.
They need to hose off the balconies every day.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I don't know that I would want someone, doing that. We couldn't even get them to pick up our trash and give us towels. I'm not sure balcony cleaning is happening every day. So this is why you need to go early to the shows. Large shows in small venues. This is a problem. The atrium is an area that you'll see on the embarkation day video and the other videos that has a huge movie screen and has a little stage that they do game shows and stuff at, and has seating. And the seating goes all the way over to the windows. Okay, so there's probably 150 chairs. Maybe 150 chairs in this area. People, there are 4,000 passengers on this ship. Okay. And this is where you're having major game shows. What's even worse is that there's a bar that's called the Shaker's Lounge, and it's on deck 8. And they had a piano player, a vocalist there every night. And they would put it in the Freestyle Daily and advertise it. And we went up there the first night. We were like, oh my gosh, there's 20 chairs.
15.
Seriously. Plus the stools at the bar, but the bar's always full. I was like, you're advertising this as a venue for, I don't know, if 10% of your 4,000 passengers go, what can I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We got seats the next night because we just happened to hang out until someone left, and then we got a couple of seats.
And then they offered it to us. We're leaving.
Yeah, they were like, hey, we're leaving you at our wedding. We were like, thanks. So lots of people in small venues. The theater's the same way. That's why you have to get there early, especially if you have a large party. We had reservations for 6. We got there 20 minutes, maybe 15. And I think maybe at 15 minutes, they may open it to all seating, to everyone who doesn't have reservations. We had reservations and showed up. It was more than 15, maybe 18 or whatever minutes beforehand. We were sitting almost by the wall, right? Yeah. Of the theater. We went in and all the way.
Yeah, we were at 2 seats between us and the wall.
All the way to the wall. A second time, it was an open seating show. It was a magician, and they didn't take reservations for the magician show.
Couldn't get in.
We showed up 20 minutes beforehand. We could not find 2 seats together, period.
Well, there were, but they were all saved.
Well, yeah, people are doing that too.
Yeah,
so
they're all
we
safe.
could have been a butt and said like, sorry, we got safe seats. We're sitting here.
Yeah,
Who
but we're
wants-
not going to do that.
Who wants to sit beside a person that you've just taken the seat for their wife or whatever, their brother,
We're not
whatever.
we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that. So, and that's why people save seats because they know people aren't going to do that. So, yeah, not a single 2 seats together in the whole place. 20 minutes before the magic show. It's because your theater's not big enough. I'll have to say we haven't ever had that happen on any size royal ship.
Any size.
And those Oasis class ships have over 6,000 passengers. So, ooh, just saying. That was a major one. I did not like that there was no shade in an area that's called Spice H2O. It is the adult only area.
Back of the ship.
Yeah, very back of the ship. Beautiful area. No shade in the loungers. I mean, like JJ's been cut on, from the dermatologist several times. I've been cut on several times. So we try to not like lay in the sun 24/7. There were some umbrellas that opened over seating, over some tables up by the bar. There was not any shade at all over the loungers. Like on the pool deck, you can go sit in a lounger into the shade if you want, or you can sit out in the sun, either one. I didn't like that the adult area had 0 shaded lounger seating. That was rough.
Which ship was it on Royal when they had like a beach area for the main swimming pool? Wonder the seats, a beach area with umbrellas.
Allure has that too.
Allure, yeah. The Oasis class.
The beach pool.
Yeah.
They just call it the beach pool. Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This was odd. This was just odd. So the MDR required JJ to take his hat off. He wears the little British,
jolly good show.
British newsboy caps. We usually link them down below in all of our videos where he has them on because we get them off Amazon. And they made him take off his hat in the MDR, but at Cagney's, which is an expensive upscale steak restaurant.
Ball cap.
The guy next to us had on a ball cap the whole dinner. That was just weird. Inconsistent. Like if you're going to ask me in the main dining room, which is included, costs me nothing more, is not near as fancy.
People in there in shorts and t-shirts.
To take my hat off. And then I got Cagney's Steakhouse, which is clearly, costs more, clearly fancy. And the guy at the whole night, the whole time with his hat on. Okay. That's all of our pros and cons. So
that's it.
I'll have to say, we will not be cruising. We won't be cruising Norwegian again. I'm sorry, people. I mean, we pay for all of our cruises. We aren't getting anything free or sponsored or anything.
Nobody gives us anything.
So, and everyone wants to make the most of their vacation and spend their money the best way to have the most on their vacation, have the best time.
Best bang for the buck.
Unless Norwegian
this wasn't it.
Builds bigger ships, because that was really one of the most irritating things is just that there's not enough room anywhere.
Well, that and the staffing.
Good service can come and go. Good service can change. That can come and go. But if the ship is never going to be big enough for 4,000 passengers, someone in the Norwegian Facebook group said that Prima, because I thought maybe Prima, we might take a look and ask about Prima.
No.
They said the same thing.
Nope.
They said everywhere was crowded on Prima. So Norwegian wants to have a lot of passengers on board, and evidently they have the cabin capacity. They just don't have the entertainment venue capacity.
When that's your mission is to create as many cabins as you can.
And your bread and butter.
There's only so much room on the ship. Then your venues have to be smaller.
For everything else.
So not for me.
Mm.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We done with that?
We are. Let's take a look at
some of the back up to where we missed.
This is where we stopped. PA Conrail. I've been forward on Royal, and the balcony didn't get wet.
Well, there you are. And you have a larger balcony, right?
Yeah.
PA? I mean, you actually have a balcony.
I think it's the width. Yeah, I do. Grant says, same with Holland, not wet. Okay.
But you have a balcony.
Yeah, it's
wider. The balcony was like this big.
It's the same distance between the closet and the sofa.
No. It was twice as wide as the distance between the sofa and the closet.
You can see it on the embarkation video.
Yeah.
I did a cabin tour, and the balcony tour was like that quick. And I didn't even talk over it. I think I may have put some music during that, because this is how long it took for me to do the camera. I'm like, there's the one end, there's the other end. That's it. That's it. That's the balcony. Yeah.
Okay.
Diane says, I've heard about the small venues about most, I've heard that about small venues about most NCL ships, especially their larger ships. Yeah. It was not good, Diane. It wasn't fun.
It wasn't customer friendly.
No one does adult better than Royal Solarium. I know.
Hey.
That's what we thought,
Boom.
Diane. That's what we thought. And again, I didn't want to compare. I wanted to just enjoy. But when you have no shade, and I didn't even mind the no pool in the Spice H2O area.
Oh,
I have
did.
to tell you that. The water venue would have been sufficient for me because I like to lay out in the sun a little bit and then go cool off and then maybe lay in the sun a little bit more and then go and then get in the shade. So the water feature was enough for me at Spice H2O. I'll have to say that. I thought I would really miss the pool, and I mean, it was fine. Let's see. J&S Adventures in the house. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining. Okay. Now it's time for life update.
This is a all things Wagner news update.
JJ got to do. He couldn't wait to do a sound effect. Yay! I get to do my new sound effect. Okay, so those of you on the Facebook page got some previews. We have not been as active on YouTube. Like I haven't gotten these breakaway videos edited and published like I usually like to when we get home from a cruise.
Well, tell them why. Don't.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
You're right. So that's the problem, is that we've kind of been incognito, or for a little bit
Incognito.
in
No.
absentia.
Yes.
In absentia.
Yeah, not incognito.
For a little bit, and in the Facebook group too. If you're in the Facebook group, we enjoy. I mean, we love those of you who keep the group going.
We apologize for our
absence in absentia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's been going on is that I've been offered a new job, and to take that job, we have to live in a nearby county.
Cut to the chase. We have to sell our house.
We're moving.
We have to sell our house and get another house.
Yes.
So we've been doing that for 4 weeks.
Yes.
At least.
And I mean, we got some praises going on here, people.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we'll tell you about them later.
We got some praising the Lord going on because from the time that I heard about this offer and we started praying about it a little bit.
Which we weren't looking for, by the way.
Yeah, I told my boss, I was like, oh my gosh, I even deleted my LinkedIn profile. Like I was not looking, I was not putting out tours. I was not asking anybody. I totally was not. I planned on retiring in the job that I am now. I just assumed.
We assumed.
Yeah. And we were just planning on it. And I was happy with that. I was like, this is great. It's a great place. It's a great job. Everything about it was good.
And great people.
There was no reason for me to look. And the Lord, you know how he does that. He just dumps things in your lap.
And I'm going, wait.
We were like,
I'm like, is this you or is this you?
Seriously, we're like, we need some time to pray about this.
Mm.
So we took some time to pray about it, and we just really felt like the Lord was in it. And so we went forward. That meant putting the house on the market.
Whew.
We got a buyer.
Wait a minute. I got to tell them something.
Okay.
We bought this house almost 19 years ago.
Woo, we had lots of junk.
Okay.
We got lots of junk.
New home. Been a great home. Love this home. My retirement Corvette ended up a in-ground fiberglass saltwater pool in the backyard for my queen. It's beautiful in the summertime. Banana trees. I mean, it's just like going to the Caribbean.
Almost.
Okay, nearly.
Almost.
Except you get better service here than Norwegian.
Wi-Fi.
Then yeah. Okay, but yeah. So we had to put it on the market. We had to find an agent, which was no big deal because we have friends in the business. Got an agent. Had to get it listed. Got it listed. We listed on a Friday. First open house on a Saturday. And I told my wife when we listed the house, I said, the Lord, God's word tells us the Lord created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and he rested on the seventh day. Wouldn't it be cool if we got a contract on the seventh day? People, he's my witness. We got an offer on the seventh day.
On day 7.
On day 7.
So he's just in it.
It blew me away.
And so we now are, the reason earlier we were referencing Home Zone, which is a furniture store in Texas, is because not all of our current furniture. Now what? Why you keep pointing?
I got to take
What a
care of my.
point.
I got to take care of my queen.
What a point? What's up with the point?
Hey, some of this furniture is not going to go to our new house.
Some of it is.
Some of it is.
Quite a bit of, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, this is not cruise stuff. This is just personal stuff,
Right.
telling you where we're at.
So, so I've been like still going to my now job and coming home in the evenings, and we're having to like, of course, before we were getting ready for showings, you know, and we had to like leave the house and whatever, get the dogs and get the kennels out and the crates out, you know, and that kind of stuff. He was, or I was too when I got home. So now we're not doing that anymore. At least the option period was over on Friday, so we feel confident that we have a buyer, and we're supposed to close mid March. And then the day after closing, we have the movers coming to pack, and then the movers moving, and then yeah. So we'll be in the middle of all that. So
yes.
all of this to talk about this life change, and that we hope y'all hang in there with us. We
hope so, because
I will do everything I can to keep editing the Breakaway videos, because I have all that footage. We have vlogs from every day.
And I'm doing everything I can to take care of the queen so she can do that.
Yeah. What won't be happening is that some of those in between, like edutainment or educational, you know, cruise videos, like
for a while,
you know, packing and top 10 to save money and those kind of things probably won't be coming.
Well, for a while.
Yeah, because those were always done on Saturday,
right?
And now my Saturdays are full of packing and, you know,
planning.
Yeah,
planning and packing.
Planning. So, and going to, you know, like the furniture store or whatever. So hang in there with us. We're still there and we're still cruising. Our next cruise, the disappointing thing was that
we had to cancel April.
Yeah, we had a lure out of Galveston planned for April, and we decided that it would not be very professional for me to start a new job in April, the beginning of April, and then say, "Hey, I got some vacation."
By the way, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
No,
I got some cruise plan.
If I was your boss, that would not make me happy.
So we went ahead and canceled the Allure for April. We were bummed because we were really excited that she's now out of Galveston.
But guess what?
Who down here?
There will be more Oasis class ships in Galveston going forward.
There absolutely.
So we will take you along with us when that happens.
Yeah. And Alaska is still booked for September.
Right. And we're praying that there is no conflict with your new job.
Yes. Yeah. We're hoping
that's
good. Yep. So in the meantime, I'll be continuing to put up Breakaway videos. So stay tuned. And of course, again, for those of who might have joined late, we have the Facebook group that I will link below. It is called All Things Wagner Sail Away Crew. So come join us in the Facebook group. So Roberto says, "I'm back. What did I miss?" LOL. We'll rewind it for you, Roberto. Yes. Diane says, "Congratulations." Thank you. PA Conrail, congrats. Anthony S. Thanks so much, Anthony. I hope you're still in here. Recently subscribed. I really enjoy you guys. Thank you, Anthony. If you've been in here the whole time, that's our usual live content. We're usually talking cruise news or cruise, you know, pros and cons or something. Some of our opinions about cruising. Usually, this personal life stuff here at the end is, you know, that's just kind of.
It's an update.
It actually is because we've been absent on Facebook and on YouTube, and you know, some people may be like, "Where's the videos?" Like from All Things Wagner.
Well, we want them to be part of our family.
Yeah. You know, we're cruise family. So we like that. Spare says, "Wow, and you just did your floors."
I know, right?
Spare remembers seeing the refrigerator in the living room.
Spare. And if I could only, I can't tell you how much
it hurt him.
Oh.
Yes, it hurt him.
I love my floors.
Buying a house in these times can be very stressful. Congratulations. Thank you, Spare. Thank you so much. Z says, "Hey guys, I'm gone. He's going on Carnival Jubilee. Woohoo! That'll be fun.
Give us a report.
That'll be fun. We are booked actually for the Jubilee
in 24.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah, April of 24. PA Conrail. You ain't got good all the time.
He is. All the time.
Yes, he is. Are you moving closer to Galveston?
No, we're moving in the opposite direction, actually.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny because we're like 2 miles from the county line now, and now we're going to be like.
Oh, it's less than that. No, as a crow flies, it's a mile.
Right. and now we're going to be over the other side.
About a mile and a half or
three,
two.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so
And let me tell y'all, I'm proud of this girl.
he's nice. He's nice. He's always there for me. Always there for me. Lane says, congrats. Thanks. Thanks, y'all. Well, that's it. That's our drama. That's our drama we've been going through.
And it ain't Dramamine.
Yeah, just plain old drama. So, y'all, again, if you aren't in the Facebook group, I give you a little tidbit about our pros and cons here, and so we'll keep you updated there mainly because that's where a lot of our viewers are. But also, that's where you newer cruisers can go to ask questions. I know there's lots of Facebook groups about cruising, but
we do try to keep up, and just bear with us through the next few months because it's going to be a little difficult
with getting the new house together.
Yep,
will be kind of crazy. Oh,
come here, Mr. Percy.
Oh, Z says, breaking news as of today, I've been in 42 days sober.
Praise the Lord.
Go, Z.
Praise the Lord.
Way to go. That is good news. That's even better news than mine, quite frankly, Z.
Yep.
Look, you just upped me.
Yep. Yep.
You just upped me once. I'm so happy for you, Z. And y'all, again, Z has a cruise show. I mean, his name is the Z Show Cruise Fun. So go check out his channel. He has lives a couple times a week also. Yes, we are going to cut it off. And Percy's going to say, bye.
We love you.
We love y'all, Sail Away crew. And thanks for joining us. And if we can do a live next Sunday, we will. I'll look at
we'll give you some advance warning. It's going to be busy for the next few weeks.
Yeah, I'll put it on the Facebook group as well as
I gotta jump out, take care
as well as maybe on the community tab. I'll let you know whether we're going to have another live.
Peace.
Whether we're going to have another live or not, because this was usually our time, Sundays at 4 p.m. and we wanted to make it a regular thing, but then this happens. God had other plans. So you can, if you just come in, go back and watch the first of the video because we talked about all of our pros and cons for Breakaway and our thoughts about Norwegian, which were a few pros and quite a few cons. But listen to that, and we're gonna go. So y'all have a great week, and we'll talk to you later.